Hey guys, welcome to this video. Okay, we're talking about the real reason that you can't grow your audience, and it's not the reason that you're thinking about, and it is not your fault. I just want you guys to know this before we begin. It's not your fault. Now, regardless of where you are watching, whether you're joining us on YouTube, whether you're heading over on Periscope, or whether you're joining us in Facebook or in the community, in the Facebook group, hit like, give me a little like. If you're joining us on YouTube, go hit subscribe as well, and make sure that you are getting all of the content that we're doing this week and next, while we talk about building your audience and how you can build it without having to actually struggle and without burning yourself out, and in a way that's going to finally make a difference in your business. Oh, Lindsay, that sounds too good to be true. I know. But it is possible. And the thing is, I bet that you have been at some point today thinking, oh, I should post, I should do something social, I should post in my community, I should be putting this stuff out. Bullshit. I'm going to call it out. It's bullshit. This whole obsession that kind of low budget to mid kind of budget coaches have with post every day, post every day, post every day. Honestly, yeah, it's great for people seeing you. Is that a strategy to scale your business up? No. It is exhausting. And that isn't the only bullshit thing that people are doing that is wrong, and it's not working, and it's not going to work because everybody's doing it. And this is a fact of everybody's following the same mechanisms. And it's nice to have a formula to grow your business. It's nice to have a way to make your business work. And you kind of think, yeah, other people are doing that. It's working. It's great. But here's the thing. Now, I want you to put a comment down below in the comments if you feel like this. I will get them. I have got the comment screen slowly loading up. It's crawling through here. Okay. When you try to scale your business up, doing the same thing everybody else in your niche is doing, here's the question. Do you think you become a fresh voice in the ocean that's going to stand out? Or do you think you're just going to get drowned out in amongst all the noise and get lost? Well, if you've been struggling to grow your audience and you've not been kind of making it go pew and explode and everything kind of just zoom out on your business because it's raining, not men, but opportunities. Oh, get that song reference. Okay. If that is you and that is your business, then what happens is ultimately when you're doing that and you are building your kind of audience using that structure, when you try and build an audience and you're not making it do this kind of pew and all of the explosions and all of this kind of way to grow your business, and you're just doing the same as everybody else, what happens is nobody takes notice. Nobody pays attention. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. I just saw your comment ping in there. And I know there's going to be a ton of visibility coaches who are going to be screaming at me right now that I'm saying posting every day on social media is not going to build your business. I know that there's going to be a load of, especially those guys that read a business book in a weekend and then say they know it all. They're going to be screaming, oh my God, Lindsay, no, right? It can work. I'm not saying it can't help you build your audience and build your business. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it can only work to a point. And most people in my audience, most people joining in and watching want to be beyond 6 figures. They want to be way beyond 6 figures, more towards 7. And how do you get there? Well, you cannot post anymore. You cannot burn yourself out anymore. You can't keep doing the same as other people because, hang on a minute, everybody's doing that. And that's the problem. This is where building your audience falls apart. Every single niche, no matter what you're selling, everyone is doing the same damn approach. They're doing the same thing over and over again, hoping it works. There's a coach saying this will work. The problem is that the coaches aren't doing it themselves because the coaches know it doesn't work. And then they're running around like headless chickens going, oh, how do we build a business? How do we build an audience? How do we get people to know us, to like us, to love us? Way beyond trust. We want them to love us and get them engaged. Well, the thing is, if you are doing the same thing as everybody else in your marketing, in the way you're building your audience, then of course it's not going to work. Your audience are not fake. They are really, really not. This is not the 90s, you know, for anybody who's like, you know, super millennial and does not know what the 90s was like. This is not the time where you could kind of follow that little direct marketing script and it would work and suddenly everyone's going to be falling over themselves to work with you. It is not that time. Okay, your audiences know when you're being naughty. They know when you're spamming them. They know when you are automating the shit out of things. They know when you are being genuine and when you're not. Okay, they know that if you say, I've got a freebie, that actually, unless you say it's a no opt-in freebie, you're going to have to opt in, which means you're going to have to give your email address, which means you're going to get automated emails nonstop. They know that. They know when they see a chatbot, because everybody's over chatbots now. They know when they see a chatbot, hang on, if I fall for this trick and I actually subscribe, shit, that means that you're going to be messaging me nonstop, including in the middle of the night, and I'm never going to be able to turn this damn thing off, because as much as they're aware of the chatbots, how do you opt out of them half the time? Some people make it really hard. So your audience know this. So they're kind of a little bit more like, hang on, I'm not quite sure whether I want to take action with you. And you've got to have this really compelling offer. You've got to have this really compelling message. That's great. What that requires, I don't know if you guys find this, but I do. You've got to have room in your brain to think. You've got to be able to get the words out. Do you have this problem? Hit the comments if you know you have this problem as well. Stephanie, I'm so pleased that you've caught us live, by the way. It is fantastic. It's nice to see you here. So how do we do this? What is this problem that we have with trying to get this message out there? Well, when we're working so hard trying to build our audience and we're running around doing all of the actual marketing tasks, the problem is that we're not in our creative space of genius. We're not being this amazing person that can speak direct to our avatar, to our person that we're supposed to help, because hang on a minute, we're running around trying to do all the technical, and that's great, but that's not helping, because actually your audience hasn't massively boomed. It's not massively grown. Okay, doing the technical doesn't work. Talking to them directly is great, building that relationship and having those brainwaves, but you've got to have the space in your brain to make it happen. So how do we get the space in our brain to make it happen, and the technical, and we do all this marketing nonstop and stand out? It is really hard. And the reason your list isn't growing is because everybody's battling the same damn problem. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. Let's put a lead magnet, let's put a chatbot, let's drive them through it. Let's see what happens. Let's warm them up with an email. Everybody's doing the same thing. And that means that you're not going to stand out. So you're not going to build your audience, because your audience are not silly. They are looking for that relationship. Now, the other day, I was chatting away with a little friend of mine on his profile, you know, commenting away, and he owns an email marketing company. Great. And he was asking, you know, he wants my tips to be extra lols and get your audience to be built. And I was like, oh, anything that brings extra lols. You know, I'm a secret closet comedian. I'd love to be one. I actually know that I'm not that funny, so it's okay. You'll never have to have it inflicted on you. But, you know, I said, well, you know, I post a GIF with most of my emails. People love it. They tell me they open emails because people love the GIF. I'm slightly offended that they don't do it because they want to speak to me and love me, but they open. That's the thing. Because I'm giving them something different. I talk to them in a different style. I actually have a communication where I actually send a response. I have people who email me just with the words test because you're a bot, or test because this is not real, you're not human. And I send them a little loving response, very heartfelt, and say, hey, I'm here. It is actually me. And I ask them something that no bot could ever ask. Okay, it's building that relationship. So how can you do it? What is this issue? How do we fix it? Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, it depends on how you want to fix the problem. Do you want to keep having to market every day? If you are one of these people that thrives off marketing every damn day, and you're like, oh, I love it, it's my zone of genius, it's amazing. If that is you, cool, go do your thing. But if you are like the rest of us who want to spend their time in their zone of genius and actually get to have fun doing that, as opposed to all the drudgery that either you do it or you pay somebody to do it. Either way, it's going to hurt your bottom line, right? Because paying somebody, well, that's going out your profits. Doing it yourself, well, that's coming out your profits. Either way, it's going to cost. So unless you're somebody that really finds this explosive and really thinks, yeah, I love it, I love posting every day, don't bother. Seriously, don't bother. Save your energy and make it strategic. Okay, over the course of this week, I'm going to be putting in lots and lots of things. And thanks, Stephanie, for saying this is so on point. I was a little bit aware that I'm going to get trolled an awful lot. You know, prepare yourself, guys. If you troll me, I have salty memes ready because Lee Rowley's been giving me lessons and he is funny. So prepare yourself for that. But the thing is, if we're going to explode the audience and we don't get off on it, like I'm an extroverted introvert. I can talk to you guys now. I can do 10, 15 minutes. I will come off. I'll grab a beer and I'll just go, whew, I'm exhausted. I can't do that. So if that's you, then obviously, you know, what are you going to do about it? Well, there's different ways that you can explode your audience without having to be the person that's posting all the time. I don't post. In fact, I'm trying to. I'm making an effort to be sociable. Somebody challenged me to be really sociable. So here I am. Okay. But I don't. Typically, I rarely post. And what happens? Well, my order books are still full. My client roster is still full. I take back orders for people to work with my agencies and to work with my different companies. I take back orders for people to work with me 9 times out of 10, unless I kind of just randomly say, oh, I might do a bit more work this month. You don't have to market the same way everybody else is doing because it's not going to work. Okay, it really isn't. I sat and I did a JV kind of video for some JV partners, maybe about 6-7 weeks ago now. And I literally laid it out for them. This is what works because we have the data. This is not just you looking at your individual data. This is me with all of my agency data, with all of our clients across all of the different kind of financial levels and financial goals that they're all at. This is what works. Do not do this, this, and this to your audience because they're going to hate you and they're going to not want to engage. So you've just wasted all that marketing. And you know what happened? People did it anyway. They went and did the same damn thing because we're programmed to do it. There are coaches out there who are sitting telling you, you have to do this, you have to post every day, you've got to do this, this, and this. And all that happens is you end up burnt out. And I swear, this is the only reason people are telling you to do this is because they want to see you fail. Just think about it. Just let's rewind that for a second. The only reason people are telling you to keep doing the same damn marketing as everybody else and posting every day on social media and you've got to be doing this, you've got to be doing that, is because they want to see you fail. What do we think? Where are the comments? Stephanie saying yes to all your successes. You're rocking it. Stephanie, that's great. Thank you. Do let me know what you think here because I think this is critical. I genuinely think that there are people out there who want the people in my audience to fail because they're telling them to go do the same marketing. You're going to find that I don't talk about that. I talk about catalyst events. I talk about just making something go boom because, you know, mic drop. We drop it, it suddenly goes boom. It's great. Everyone loves us. I literally, 10 minutes before this live stream, got invited to go on a really big name in our industry. I got invited to go and be interviewed by them and featured in their new YouTube series without having to do literally any work. I did not have to lift a finger. This contact I haven't spoken to for a year. I have not interacted or put any marketing at them for a year. I've literally done nothing. And yet still, I'm one of the first people that she's gone to invite me to be part of their company, their software company's new YouTube series, which is excellent, by the way, guys. And I will tell you all about it once I've recorded the interview next week. But the point is, the way that I market is different. The way I'm going to teach you and show you is different. And I'm going to spend a lot more time with you these next couple of weeks teaching you because I am fed up of seeing people burnt out. I had a coach on a call with me who literally cried with joy because of the relief of just hopping on a call with me this week and me telling her, you don't have to keep doing this. You don't have to put yourself through it, because she was saying it was absolutely killing her mental health because she felt this pressure every day, like pushing on her and straining her to have to produce content, to have to be posting all this stuff. And the truth is you don't. Okay, so what I want to take away from this particular video is you do not have to post every day to get sales. You don't even have to post every month. Trust me, I can tell you, because I've had years where I don't even post anything on social media, neither, nothing. And I've got a book full of clients for not one, but 2 agencies. We don't have to do any extra work, okay? Number 2, you do not have to be marketing the same way everybody else does. In fact, I urge you to look at what you're doing for your marketing right now and stop, because unless you are suddenly gaining 300, 400, 500, 600 subscribers a day, thousands of subscribers a day, unless you are doing that right now, the way you are marketing isn't working. Okay, now some of you might be sitting there going, haha, Lindsay, we're doing that because we're spending a fortune on Facebook ads. Cool beans, guys, respect. You're spending some money on ads, great. What if we can do it without ads? Haha, bet that one got you. Okay, what if we can do it? I'm going to cover this week. I'm going to tell you a way that we can do it without having to do ads and make things explode. Oh, I like things that go bang. Okay, so we're going to be doing all of that. But if you can do and build your audience without having to use Facebook ads, you can add hundreds and hundreds of them to your list straight away who are going to love you. They're going to be like, oh, love you. You know, I always say love your faces because I love your faces. You're all foxy faces. They're gorgeous. But if you can imagine your audience saying that to you all the time, how amazing would that be? And no posting on social media. Mic drop. Did we just kind of break the way that everybody's doing internet marketing and everybody is doing their marketing online? Because seriously, you don't have to do it. Take away from this video one task. I want to go do one thing. I want you to look at the way you're marketing right now. Okay, look at it. Work out what is making you miserable. What is the things that you're doing to market your business that are making you miserable? And I want you to answer questions once you've looked at your marketing and what you're doing right now. How much money is it actually making you? The day-to-day marketing that you're doing every day, how much money is it actually making you? And if you stopped doing that activity, would it A, make you feel better? Or B, feel free to shove these into the comments, okay? Would it B, would it keep your business growing if you stopped doing it? Okay, if you were sick and you had to stop what you were doing right now, would your business keep growing? What do you think? Because I'm telling you now that right now, with the way most people market, unless they're doing paid media, and most people are afraid of that really, because if you haven't got it quite dialed in, it's expensive. Okay, if you are having to spend money doing it, fair enough. We're going to cover that later. You guys are not getting off on this. Okay, but if you are having to post every day, you're having to work hard at marketing every single damn day to the point where it's taking over you doing your zone of genius, I want you to take away the fact that you don't need to do that. Okay, I'm going to leave that one to settle in. You do not need to be marketing every single day to grow a successful business and to have it so that you have got clients queued up for more than 6 months, for a whole year and beyond. Okay, you don't have to. I'm going to explain day by day this week, and next week as well, what we are doing and how you can do things differently. But I just want to start with a nice easy one, because I know it's going to be a little bit of a mind screwer. You don't need to market every day, and the way you are marketing, people are setting you up to fail with the way you are marketing. It is not your fault. I know you're putting your best effort in. I know that you are turning up every single damn day and putting content out every single damn day, but you will never stand out because everybody else is doing it. Just let that sink in. I'm going to leave that thought with you, and I'm going to be keep an eye on the group, keep an eye on the feeds, because I'm going to put out lots of little content, and I'm going to join you tomorrow to tell you the way that you can then start to explode your audience, the way that we can start to look at, hang on a minute, Lindsay, what do I do if I'm not marketing every single damn day? I'm going to show you that one tomorrow. So ciao for now. Have a think and pop your comments in. If I want to know where your head's at. So pop your comments down below and tell me where your head's at with this. Is this something you find really hard to believe? Is this something you think, oh shit, she's so wrong, I want to argue it with her? Or are you thinking, my God, she's so on the money, and oh my gosh, if she can find me a way so I'm not burnt out and not exhausted by people, she's a godsend. Okay, pop it in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Okay, ciao for now, guys. I'm going to see you in the next video, which will be dropping tomorrow.